You want to raise a man or raise a paycheck-to-paycheck excuse machine? Because here's the cold truth. Broke men don't just happen overnight. They're raised that way. One soft decision at a time. One avoided lesson. One participation trophy. One, it's okay, he's just a kid. You want your boy to grow into a man who builds wealth, commands respect, and stands on his own 2 feet? Then you better start early. Like pull-ups and peanut butter sandwiches early. Because by the time he's 16, it's already late. Let's break it down, stage by stage. I'll tell you what to teach them, what to expose them to, and what to burn out of them before it grows into a financial cancer. Ages 3 to 7. This is when the foundation gets poured. You think they're too young to learn? Wrong. This is when they learn everything, not with spreadsheets, with your behavior. If they see you swipe a card and walk away with groceries, but you never explain what just happened, they grow up thinking money is magic. So explain it. Every time you buy something, narrate it. We're trading money for milk because we worked and earned it. Teach them no means no. Instant gratification is poison. When they want a toy, don't always say yes. Say, let's save for it together. Get a jar. Let them put coins in it. Delay, delay, delay. That's how you build patience. That's how you build savers. Make them do simple jobs. Yes, even at 5. Water the plants, clean their room, get paid in coins, then split it. Spend, save, give. 3 jars, 3 futures. Take them to a market. Let them haggle for a cheap toy with you guiding. Teach them value isn't a number, it's negotiation. Laugh when they fail, then show them how to win next time. This isn't daycare, it's boot camp for billionaires. Ages 8 to 12. Now it's time to introduce value. The concept that money is earned by helping others, not by existing, not by asking, but by solving problems. Get them to think like mini entrepreneurs. Lemonade stands, garage sales, selling homemade bookmarks. I don't care. Let them pitch. Let them fail. Let them sweat. Teach them the difference between needs and wants. They want new shoes? Cool. Let them compare prices. Let them earn part of it. Want to buy a toy? Make them do a chore for grandma. Learn the grind early. No allowance for nothing. That's socialism. You want him to be broke with high expectations? Pay him for breathing. You want him to win? Pay him for work. Make him uncomfortable. He loses a toy? Let him feel it. Don't replace everything. Don't bail him out. Bailouts raise broke boys with soft backbones. Introduce basic math. Let them calculate change or split a bill. If they mess up, make them redo it, under a ticking clock. Precision builds wealth. Sloppy math builds debt. Ages 13 to 18. Welcome to the war zone. Hormones, rebellion, and peer pressure. This is where most parents clock out. But this is when you push harder. This is where we teach grit, responsibility, and the one rule that separates kings from beggars. No one is coming to save you. Make them get a job, not an internship where they bring coffee, a real job, fast food, mowing lawns, washing cars, something that humbles them, something that puts blisters on their hands and dollars in their pockets. Open a bank account, not for you, for them. Let them see the numbers. Watch how fast $100 disappears when you're careless. That lesson is priceless. Talk about debt. Show them interest rates. Pull out a credit card statement and break it down. Teach them that borrowing is a trap when it funds lifestyle, and a tool when it builds assets. Give them books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The Richest Man in Babylon. Think and grow rich. Make them write reports. Not for grades, for life. If they want a car, don't just hand over the keys. Match their savings. You save $2,000, I'll match $2,000. You want more? Earn more. Teach them to sell. Make them do a cold pitch, door to door, online. Face rejection. Learn to negotiate. Learn to listen. These aren't skills, they're survival tools. Push them into a savings challenge. Save 10% of every paycheck. If they slip, make them run laps, figuratively or literally. Discipline beats talent every time. Ages 19 to 25. Now it's game time. This is when the consequences start sticking. Bad decisions here last decades. No, you don't need to go into debt for college if you don't know what you want to do. Education is good. Debt without ROI is not. Trade schools, self-learning, apprenticeships, real options. Teach them to live below their means. If they earn $2,000 a month, they should be living on $1,200 and investing the rest. No fancy car, no bottle service, no designer shoes. That's for boys trying to look rich instead of getting rich. Push investing early. Compound interest isn't magic, it's math. Start with small amounts. $50 a month in an index fund. Watch it grow. Let them taste what patience feels like. Track everything. Every dollar in, every dollar out. Budget like it's a war plan. Because it is. The war against average. Encourage them to build. A side hustle, a skill, a network. Something that separates them from everyone else begging for jobs on LinkedIn. Challenge them to spend a year working commission only. Sales, real estate, insurance, I don't care. Learn to eat what you kill. Learn to live with rejection. Learn to fight for a deal. And for the love of God, teach them to delay relationships. Don't move in with someone when you can barely afford your own bills. Don't marry someone just because it's been a few years. Stability first. Build the man, then share the mission. Teach them to network like a predator. Attend events, shake hands, ask questions. If they're shy, tough luck, wealth doesn't come to wallflowers. Make them practice pitches in the mirror until they sound like they own the room. Ages 26 to 30. This is the transition phase. They're out of the nest, I hope, but still green. Time to harden them into financial warriors. Demand they max out retirement accounts early. IRAs. Let them feel the tax breaks. If they whine, remind them, you're not saving for now, you're saving to laugh at your broke peers later. Push for real estate, a fixer-upper or rental property. Teach them leverage. Use other people's money wisely. If they lose money, don't bail them out. Let the scars teach them. Force a side hustle upgrade. Freelancing, consulting, e-commerce. Something scalable. If they're still flipping burgers, they're not listening. Kick their ass into gear. The common mistakes that ruin all this. Coddling. That's the killer. Every time you do something for him that he could do himself, you just took food out of his future's mouth. Shame. Don't shame him for wanting money. Teach him to pursue it with honor. You shame ambition, and he'll hide his hunger. Broke men hide. Winners hunt. Comparison. Don't compare your kid to other kids. Compare him to his potential. Push him, but don't destroy him. And worst of all, modeling bad behavior. You're broke but buying junk? He sees that. You complain about bills but never increase your value? He hears that. Fix yourself first. You want a son who becomes a wealthy man? Be the model. Budget, invest, read, work, struggle openly and show him how to overcome. That's how boys become men. Final words. You raise boys with feelings, and you get men who blame the world. You raise boys with responsibility, and you get men who build empires. Money isn't everything, but the lack of it will make everything harder. And when your son becomes a father, you want him to stand tall, not with his hand out. Raise him now so the world doesn't break him later. If you have the guts, like and subscribe. Also comment below what age range you're dealing with.